What's up, my little pretties? It's your mistress, the Lioness here, and today we're going to review a Disney movie. Now, this one came out around 1973, and this one is one of my friend's favorite movies, so I'm like, hey, I'll review this movie because this movie was really good. And today we are going to review this movie, which is called Robin Hood. Now, Robin Hood is the pretty much the animals version of the story. So it's not with humans or anything like that, but this one is actually very different. Now, basically, because they're humans, I'm basically going to, most of us have seen this movie. Now, just to give you a little warning, I will be spoiling pretty much everything about the movie. So if you have not seen it, I highly recommend you click off this video if you do not want to see me spoil it. Now, with that being said, I think we should get on with this review, shall we? Now this movie starts off with, Robin Hood and Little John as anthropomorphic animals. Well, they're basically animals, so I guess this is one of the Disney furry movies that they have done, involving furries doing, stuff what humans do. I guess this is one of them that was actually pretty good. And it was a really good movie, by the way. So this one's actually a winner, in my opinion. One of the best Disney movies in the 70s that was ever made. I know there's other ones, but this one tops it all. Now, basically, what it's about. It's basically pretty much the whole Robin Hood story, except, it's basically pretty much the Robin Hood story, except it's just different. It's evolving with animals being the Robin Hood characters. It's not like the humans were. Now, we see Robin Hood and Little John doing some mischief, which is they steal from the rich to feed the poor. Basically, Prince John is the villain, along with Sir Hiss, are just being greedy with the money. They are stealing from the poor to feed the rich. So basically, Little John and Robin Hood are doing the sneaky way, which is to steal all of that from Prince John and give it to those who need. So basically, that's what they were doing. And if you guys may or may not have noticed, but Prince John's voice is voiced by Phil Harris, and he actually did the voicing for Baloo in the Jungle Book. So just thought I would point out. Also, the Sheriff of Nottingham's voice in this movie is the same voice as Chief from The Fox and the Hound. I know I did make a mention of that in that movie, and the Jungle Book review I think I did, so I thought maybe I'd point that out. But anyways, later on in this movie, we do see basically Robin Hood as a man trying to get money for the poor. So he's disguising himself as that when the Sheriff of Nottingham was around, just so that they don't recognize him. Because, Robin Hood has been wanted by Prince John for, like, a long time. So, basically, what else happens next is, Skippy, who is the little kid rabbit, loses his arrow in Prince John's backyard and finds Maid Marian and Lady Cluck were playing badminton, and they notice the arrow, and Maid Marian explains to Skippy and his friends that Robin Hood is her lover, basically. So the next part happens to be Friar Tuck finding Robin Hood and Little John in the woods somewhere and explaining to them that old Prince John is having an archery tournament. So basically, the winner gets a kiss from Maid Marian, which Robin Hood wants that. So he ends up disguising himself as a stork because he just didn't want anyone to find his identity. However, after the archery tournament, basically, Robin Hood's identity was been revealed by Prince John, and basically he was sentencing him to death. So basically, Maid Marian was trying to plead for Robin Hood to be let go, but he says off of his head, and an executioner was going to come out and cut off Robin's head, but instead Little John ends up holding captive of Prince John, saying, if you don't let him go, I'm going to do this. So basically, Prince John lets Robin Hood go, and that is when crap starts to happen. Like, basically, Robin Hood and everyone else that was in the tournament ran off into the woods away from Prince John. And then we see them partying on that night about their success to saving Robin Hood. But however though Prince John gets very furious with that and ends up saying that he's gonna say if they can't pay their taxes, they are thrown in jail, which basically most of the people were thrown in jail by Prince John, and basically Robin Hood finds that out later after they find out that Friar Tuck was captured and they were gonna hang him. And basically this is when things got really messed up. So basically Robin Hood has to, save Prince Little John and, well, not Little John, Friar Tuck and everybody. So he basically sneaks Little John into the jail so he could save everyone else, and while he gets the gold from Prince John. So the plan does work, but however, though, Prince John wakes up and he ends up seeing that Robin Hood's doing all this, and they basically try to get Robin Hood. However, the movie ends with Prince John, the villain's working at a stone mine, and Robin Hood and Marion getting married. So that's basically what happens in the movie. Now, what did I think about this Robin Hood movie? I actually loved it as a kid. Like, I remember having this on VHS and watching it as many times as I can as a kid. As an adult, I remember this movie so well. Like, I honestly have no idea on who would actually watch it now. I'm sure kids are watching this right now, so could really definitely say that a lot of kids really should watch this movie, as this movie is amazing. Now, is there anything negative to say about this movie? No, there's nothing really negative. Although this movie was a dark movie as well, but I think Tarzan is one of the darkest movies out there. Now, with Robin Hood, I really do like this movie. I found it to be very interesting and stuff, so that's actually one of the reasons why I like this movie. But the animation was just amazing. The concept was great. The storyline of how the movie went out was great. I liked the songs in there. I think the songs in there were really good and they were really well detailed. And I actually thought this movie was actually really cool. So, for those who have not seen this movie, I highly recommend they go watch it right now, as it's an awesome movie. And if you guys want to relive your childhood, you're more than welcome to watch this movie, as I believe this is on YouTube, or clips of it. I don't know if the full movie's on YouTube, but you could watch the full movie, and it's a really good movie. And I highly recommend you check it out, as it's a really well done movie. Now, oh my goodness, I'm a little tired. Now, if you guys want to give this movie a chance, you're more than welcome to, as this movie is really good. Now, anyways, with that said, people, this is simply my own personal opinion, and if you disagree with me, that's okay too. My final rating of this movie would have to be a 10 out of 10. It was a great musical. It was a great classic movie. It was a great animation, great songs, great about everything. Like, it was really well done. So, with that being said, though, what did you guys think about this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what would you have done personally to help make this movie a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm the channel Lioness. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And today's review. If you're brand new here to this channel, be sure you like, comment, subscribe, because I make new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you'll get to know when I upload next. And with that said, I will be seeing you all next time. Peace out and see you all later.